Our story begins thousands of years before the Skywalker saga, during the time of the Old Republic. Revan was born on the planet of Nar Shaddaa, but his early life is shrouded in mystery. What we do know is that he was incredibly strong in the Force and was eventually discovered by the Jedi Order. As a young Jedi, Revan showed great potential. He also grew a friendly rivalry with his fellow pupil, Alec, who would later be known as Malak. During their training, the Mandalorians declared war with many planets. The Jedi, however, decided that patience had to be practiced and refused to aid those in need, much to Revan's dismay. Eventually getting fed up with the Jedi's pacifism, Revan and his followers decided to ignore the Jedi Council's protests and left to aid the Republic's war effort against the Mandalorian threat. Revan quickly proved himself as a talented Jedi Knight, fighting valiantly against the Mandalorians. And with the help of his close friend Malak, Revan led the Republic forces in a series of battles, showcasing his strategic brilliance and combat skills. But as the war raged on, Revan's quest for victory began to blur the lines between light and dark. Near the end of the war, Revan and Malak discovered the hidden Sith Empire on the planet of Dromund Kaas, and in a moment of desperation, Revan succumbed to the dark side. He believed that in order to save the Republic, he needed to harness the power of the Sith. Taking on the mantle of Darth Revan, he became a formidable Sith Lord. He turned against the Jedi Order and led a campaign of terror across the galaxy. Malak, now his apprentice, joined him in this dark crusade. Revan's fall was not just a personal tragedy. It was a pivotal moment in galactic history. His actions led to the deaths of countless Jedi and the rise of the Sith's influence. However, the Force has a way of bringing balance. During a confrontation with a Jedi strike team led by Bastila Shan, Revan was ultimately defeated, but instead of dying, he was captured by the Jedi Council, who sought to redeem him. In a bold move, they wiped Revan's memory, hoping to save him from the dark side. He was given a new identity as a Republic soldier, but the scars of his past remained, creating a conflict within him. During a mission led by the Jedi Bastila Shan, the now newly crowned Sith Lord Darth Malak attacked the Endar Spire, the ship where Bastila and Revan were traveling on, causing it to crash down on the planet of Taris. Here, Revan slowly began to reawaken some of his hidden powers, causing him to draw allies to himself who aided him in his search and rescue of Bastila. They escaped Taris mere moments before the Sith fleet bombarded the whole planet in order to flush Bastila out of hiding. After their escape, they retreated to Dantooine, where a Jedi enclave was located in order to train the still amnesiac Revan into a Jedi again, and prepare him for his eventual confrontation with the Dark Lord. Revan, Bastila, and their newfound allies set out to look for the Starforge, a massive automated ship factory used by Malak to bolster his forces during their search. Bastila got captured and turned to the dark side, Raven was ultimately successful in saving her and turning her back to the light. Raven then fought against his former apprentice, Malak. In a climactic battle, Raven was able to confront his past and ultimately defeat Malak, reclaiming his identity. Revan and Bastilla later got married. However, Revan still had the feeling of dread coming from the ancient, hidden Sith Empire he discovered at the end of the Mandalorian Wars. Being unable to rest, he went to search for this hidden empire once again in order to try and put a stop to it once and for all. Raven's story didn't end there. His legacy continued to resonate throughout the galaxy, influencing future generations of Jedi and Sith alike. He became a symbol of the struggle between light and dark, redemption and fall.